Okay, so this is XTool A30M. Now we are inside Touareg. Not easy car to work with for diagnostic scanners. So let's check how the XTool A30M can handle car like this. So I will plug it inside my OBD port. Also, this is very great feature. You get built-in light and even voltage display. So let's plug it inside. And we can start with auto scan if it will be able to detect I'm inside Touareg. Connection failed. Wait, I have to pair device first because I have different phone. A30M. Pair, yes. Okay, now it should work. Okay, detected, it is Volkswagen. So I'm guessing auto search will work, yes. Touareg after 2003, that is correct. So let's go ahead and do automatic scan. It will take some time because it has to go over 41 modules. I don't have all of them in my car, but I have most of them, and it still has to try to communicate with all 41 of them to see if there are modules like this in car. Okay, and we have full car scanned, so it went over all of these control modules. These are all good systems, and in these systems we have some fault. So now there is a bunch of things you can do. First, you want to just see quickly what fault codes you have. You can use this DTC list. If you are looking for a new ability to scanner, but you don't know which one is the best, go on my website. I have tested literally about 200 different ability scanners, and there you can find a list of best tools in every category possible. And this will give you a list of all fault codes. So these are codes in engine, transmission, climate. Fault codes from every module will be in this list, so you can quickly check them. Then if you go back, you can also do DTC report. If you have customers, you definitely want to give them report like this. I am also saving these reports before I clear faults. In case I have to go back and check what fault codes I had, I will have it saved inside this app now. Here, click save. Now you can even customize information about the car. I could input all of these details. Some of these get inputted automatically by XTool. And now it is saved. So now I can go back and we can clear all faults. Not every fault code can be cleared. Some of them will just pop back again, like this one, these 3 faults in engine. But this will try to clear all faults. Now these fault codes, this is not issue of scanner. It just erased these codes, but they will get stored back again instantly. So it seems like scanner cannot clear them, but they get cleared, but they will appear back again instantly. Okay, but we were able to delete most of these faults. And now what we can do, we can enter each of these systems. So for example, we can go into this electronic, central electric. This is body module. Click diagnostics, and now I will see menu for single module. So in every single module, you will be able to use these options. Like read ECU information, so data about my body module. We can read codes for this single system, or even clear them, or even make single report just for one module. We can also clear faults, so this will clear faults only inside body. But this is one of the codes that apparently is hard to clear, because it will just pop back instantly. You can even see active static. These are these faults that will get stored back instantly after clearing. We can also check live data. We can either do read by channel, so this is VAC specific feature. In older VAC cars, you have to input channel name to see data. So for example, channel number 1 is this data for parking light and front headlights. But of course, I don't have memorized all of these channels. So what XTool does for me, I can do this custom list, and now I can select data I want to look at. And then you can also do data recording. But I think these data are not very suitable for that. We can check live data later in different module. Then we have freeze frame. So some of the fault codes, not every fault code, but some fault codes will also store not only fault code, but also data. So live data from the time when code was stored. We can check if this code has freeze frame. Read freeze frame, no. This code doesn't come with freeze frame data. And then we have actuator test, so bidirectional testing. Here in this Touareg, this is also a thing for older VAC cars. You have to do the sequence testing. So now I am in body module, and I can do sequence of every bidirectional test that is supported inside body module. So we can try that. Now it is testing outside lights. Check it out. Okay, so we are able to control our lights with this bidirectional sequence. Let's check what other tests are here. Not sure what is this one. Activate footwell lights, interior lights, fuel pump relay, seat heating. At least I won't be cold. Let's activate. Okay, I will just go back. But there are a lot of tests inside this sequence. Now it is too bad that you have to go over sequence. Like if I want to test just one single thing, I won't be able to just select, let's say, turn signal and just select one option. But this is not problem again of XTool scanner. It is simply how older VAC OBD2 system works. This is 2003. If I go to newer car like 2007-8, I already might get two options. One to do the sequence and second option that I can choose directly one component to test. But for these older cars, it is like this. So, okay, let's go to another module. For example, we can do automatic transmission module. We can try checking if it can display transmission temperature. Let's go inside live data. Wait, also, let's check fault codes. What do I have here? No fault codes. Okay, because I cleared them. But this transmission has also some issues. Now there are 66 parameters inside transmission, so let me just use search. Let's do temperature in degrees Celsius. Okay, now temperature is 10 degrees Celsius, which makes sense. It is about the same temperature as outside. I haven't started this yet. So this will also be able to check your transmission temperature and also a bunch of different transmission data. And this data are updating in real time. Like right now I have transmission in park. So if I change it, it will be updating in real time. It is not the fastest, depends how many data you will have. So if I have 66 data, now the scanner is requesting my transmission module to constantly refresh 66 data parameters. But maybe if I just select gear level position data, we can do custom live data page. Let's try, it will be faster. Oh, not really, about the same speed, but it is updating kind of in real time. And you can also do data recording and even display graphs here. But for checking graphs, it will be better to go inside engine module. We can at least do some throttle actuation. Let's go inside engine module. Live data, custom list. Let me find some interesting values. Definitely accelerator pedal position. Something we can change without starting car. Okay, I have selected a bunch of different data, but mostly I tried to do accelerator so we can do graphs and we can see some change. So I will go ahead and combine this all. So you can combine multiple values into one graph. Now I will press on the accelerator pedal. We can see graph for accelerator here. But then if you don't want to check it like this, you can also do single graphs if you want to see only one item. So here on the right, you can just open graph like this, accelerator pedal position, open graph. Now we are at 1%. If I'm not touching pedal, it shows 1%. When I hit pedal, just a little bit, we should start seeing some change. It does have a little delay, maybe 1 second, but that is not big of an issue, because when you will do engine data logs, first you do test drive and then when you come back you are reviewing those data and you are watching like correlation between RPM and oxygen sensor, something like that, but all of this data will have delay. So basically these delays will cancel out when you are trying to figure out something from data logs. Then also we can try doing bidirectional testing in some other module. For example, let's go inside climate module to check what bidirectional test we will have. Actuator test. Self-test, so this should turn on everything, I think. It is nice that for some tests it also displays data. Okay, but I will not finish this sequence. This will take a lot of energy from my battery. Already I am dropping voltage, so I will have to probably charge this. So far for this Touareg, and it is not very simple to scan with all scanners. For example, before I tried this Convey, this is a little cheaper, but it was throwing random fault codes. It wasn't able to scan all modules like transmission. This XTool A30M works flawlessly. I cannot say one bad thing, even in hard car for diagnostic devices like this Touareg, old Touareg. I have literally tested hundreds of different OBD2 scanners, and I run the best OBD2 scanner website. There you can find best OBD2 scanners for literally every category. You can see real procedures done with the scanner, you can see scanner reviews. Anything related to OBD2 scanners you can find at my website iamkareker.com, and even download free PDF guides like this.